Olympic hockey team is making a very strong showing in Pyeongchang. They advanced to the gold medal game against Canada after shutting out the team from Finland 5-0 yesterday. Team USA men's hockey team is off to a shaky start in Olympic action and finding themselves in a bit of a hole and having to fight their way into the medal rounds. And for the first time since 2002, there are no current NHL players on any of the country's teams. So here to break things down, please welcome a hockey player from Shoreline who helped Team USA to a bronze medal at the 2006 Winter Games in Torino, Kelly Stephens-Tysland. It's so good to meet you. Congratulations. And she brought her medal. I'm so glad. Hold that thing up. They're not kidding when they make medals. They are serious about that. It's heavy and beautiful. Can you just reflect for a second on what that felt like when that went around your neck?
Heavy? No, it's a very surreal moment. I think it's a culmination of not just the Olympics, but really your whole experience becoming that athlete on the world stage. And so it's a lot.
For your country. For
your country, yes. It's a lot to take in. And at the same time, you know, you're so proud and you're so excited and honored to have the opportunity and just to have a medal in itself is just a huge experience.
Cool. Thank you for bringing it. I always love seeing them when people bring them. How did you get started playing hockey?
You know what? A friend asked me to go ice skating, and I did. And then I saw a hockey game going on next door, and I said, "That looks like fun." And
there you go.
And I started, and I loved it.
And you were how old at that point?
I was 7.
Okay. How old were you in the Olympic Games?
22.
22. Yeah. Now I've noticed that there are a few players on the men's team this year who are older. Who have some NHL experience and they're on. What is the makeup of the team like for the women and men for the U.S. this year?
You know, I think it's the men's is a kind of a unique experience this year, right? And I think there's both sides to the coin. Some are excited to see non-NHL players in the games, and some are kind of feeling like they're missing out on some of the top level of skill.
How do you feel?
You know, I can see both sides. I'm excited to see the opportunity for these other players to play on such a grand stage and have that experience because it's so unique and unlike any other. And at the same time, I think it gives an opportunity for other countries besides just the U.S. to showcase some of their real depth and skill in the sport of ice hockey specifically. So I see that we have some room to grow, and at the same time it's a fun struggle and it's the first time, so we had to give it a chance to grow and really mature.
And see how it goes. Right. So what do you think the women's chances are in the gold medal game?
Man, I think it's our time.
Oh,
I really do.
That's right.
Yes.
I mean, Canada is always so tough.
Canada's a great team to play. I mean, we have so much respect and so much fun. I mean, that's the game that you get excited for as, you know, a women, like female hockey player. So it's, by all means, they're a great program, a great team. They have depth, and at the same time, I feel like this is our time to recapture the gold, and we got a great unit to do it.
They are so good. Yes. They are so good.
Yes.
And for the men, do you think we might sneak into the medal rounds, or don't get our hopes up?
You know, the beauty of sports is anything can happen. So I always hold out that, hey, there's always a chance. I think they're going to have a lot of good bounces, have a lot of calls go their way.
Right.
But you never know. So I think they'll have to work hard, but you never know.
Let's talk about the casual fans watching the game. Maybe they don't watch hockey all the time. The Olympics are here, and there's some weird sounding terms, and so we talked about these in our office, and we kind of wondered what could they mean. For example, the broadcasters will talk about icing, and here's what came to mind in our office, that it could be pink and on a birthday cake, but no, it means something else. What does icing mean in hockey?
So the rule is that if the puck passes the center red line and then the goal red line, without being touched by another player, that's considered icing.
And what happens?
Well, and then, so the whistle's blown and the puck comes back to the end it was shot down from, and there's a face-off. And so it's a great rule in the sense that it maintains a high skill level, so you can't just keep dumping the puck out of your zone. Right. Because as a player and as a team, you don't want face-offs in your own zone because that's a good opportunity for shots on goal and things like that. So that's
another term that we were confused by, and I did not choose this picture, was the term hooking. We thought, what is that? And Thank you, producer Sue Ring. What actually is hooking in hockey?
So hooking, a little different. It is where a player uses their stick to stop another player's motion. So
just blocking them.
Well, yeah, and
blocking
usually
their stick or blocking them?
Blocking them. So, and it can kind of be both, but it's really for you know, maintaining the use of your hockey stick as a tool for the puck versus impeding another player's motion. So you can't pull on them and stop them from skating. Or a goalie, sometimes you'll be in front of the net and they'll try and hook the opposing player down, and so that just negates all of that.
Blow the whistle and then you get
blow the whistle, penalize.
It's
a minor infraction, so it's just a 2-minute penalty. But then again, now you put your team shorthanded.
Yeah, and nobody's going to like you while that's going on. We also heard the term slashing, and of course we thought immediately of movies and that kind of thing, but no, that's not what it is in hockey.
Nope. Again, it's using your hockey stick to hit another player. So if you smash another player, even though we have padding on, that still hurts, or sometimes people are slashing so hard you can break another player's stick. So it's really about, again, focusing on your stick is to stay on the ice and to use it with a puck and things like that. So it's just kind of protection. Again, these are they're minor penalties, so it's 2 minutes, but again, a power play for the opposing team. So
the skill level at all of this and the speed is really amazing. I watched a college hockey game live and was just, well, it was a men's game, so they were fighting and smashing into the glass. I don't know if the women do that as much, do they?
It's
there some
not
fighting?
as blatant. No, there's no, I mean, you have the after whistle kind of shuffles, but there's not fighting. No.
Yeah. So, well, that's good.
Yes.
But it is an amazing sport with an amazing level of skill, and I can't wait to see the game, and I hope you're right. Team USA. Thank you so much for visiting with us.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, and congratulations.
Thank
We're all very grateful. Kelly is supporting this year's Hockey Challenge to benefit Ronald McDonald House Charities of Western Washington and Alaska. That all-day event takes place Saturday, February 24th at Accesso Showwear Center in Kent. Local charity teams will play each other all day, and then the Seattle Thunderbirds face off with the Everett Silvertips at 6, followed by an all-star game. Details are on our homepage. That's a lot of hockey. We'll be back after this.